Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as Great Britain, the tutorial series with Filthy Robots. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you
so where?
No more cliffhangers?
Emergency. Well, now we talk about the solution. What is your solution?
It's so mean. It's just so unfair. You're gonna think it's hilarious.
Right.
I hope.
Right.
So this is a British punitive
Yep.
war, right? The peoples of the empire, they're pissed. They think that the Brits, man, they're out of control. We need to put them down. So they've banded together to come kick our ass. So how would you feel about piecing out? Let's surrender, but let's not give any of our stuff away.
Give the French stuff away?
Let's just give all the Sweden stuff away.
Yeah. Sweden's pretty much screwed. Can we do that? We can surrender, give our allies territory away? Are you kidding me? You can do that?
So long as it's occupied by the enemy, yes. So right-click on Cologne, go to offer tribute. This is the first time I think we've ever had to surrender.
Right-click on Cologne. Can I not do it? I can't do this for the peace menu. I have to find Cologne.
No, you can just right-click on the war overview button at the bottom right corner, where it says 26. And then instead of going demand tribute, which honestly I would have preferred to white peace them, but let's offer tribute.
Okay. Yeah, we've never used this before.
And then on the Seed Provinces tab, you'll notice that there's these little flags, right? Akershus has Norway. Right?
Okay, I'm on the Seed Provinces tab. I see pluses and minuses next to it. So green thumbs up, and red thumbs down.
Yeah. So this is if you wanted to give land away to Norway. Okay. Well, what we actually want to do is the third tab over, return course.
Okay.
Okay. Now, from the top down, I show Bergenhus to Norway. Then I see
these are ours. The flag on the left is Great
Norway.
Britain flag, right? So we don't want to get those. So just anything that's not those.
Yeah, just find some ones that are owned by Sweden. Bohuslan to Norway, Going to Denmark, Halland to Denmark. As long as we don't own it, don't care. Jumpland to Norway. So I did 4 of them, and that's 38 peace offer, and Cologne's willing to accept.
Can we get war reparations from them?
No, because we're losing.
So we're giving them land.
It doesn't matter. We don't have to give them more reps. Do you want to give them more reps?
No, I want to demand war reps. Can we?
No, you can't. We can't. It's a binary thing. You either lose or you win. You can't demand.
I thought it might just be a value. So you'd have some positives and some negatives, and it would be a negative for them to accept because we're getting war reps, but a positive because we're giving them all Sweden's land. But no. Okay.
So there is a negative to this. You'll notice on the left-hand column of the flags list that we lose 10 trust with Sweden and with France signing a separate. It's considered to be a separate piece, which is stupid because it's not a separate piece. We're negotiating with the war leader, but I don't know why it's saying.
How much trust do we have with France right now? So if I can right-click on France and see that, right? So I'm going to close that so I don't do anything accidentally. I'm going to right-click on France. I'm going to go look at British attitude, but where's the trust? That's under diplomatic feedback. Yes. 50. What happens? So are there magic numbers that come to do with trust and favors? Trust, anyways. Okay.
Yep. 40 is if they have less than 40 trust, they'll break their alliance no matter what. If they have 40 trust or higher but less than 50, it depends on their attitude or their opinion of you. Pretty unlikely.
Oh, but we can spend favors for trust. So we spend favors first, and then break, and then do that.
I don't know if I even really care about Sweden.
No, I'm not looking at Sweden. I'm looking at France, who I do care about.
Yeah, with France, I would click the favors button twice. It'll give us 10 more trust. Offset the penalty.
All right.
So we'll keep France because he's in the other war. We don't want him to quit. And part of the reason why I want to backstab Sweden here is if you'll notice in the second coalition war, Sweden's on low enthusiasm. They're going to peace out soon anyway. So we might as well. Can we get anything
from these favors? I mean, what do favors get us besides alliances and calling them into wars? Anything?
You can tell them to prepare for war, so they're more likely to accept a call to arms. That's about it. I mean, if you want, you could just bump up our favors with Sweden, just offset that too. But chances are pretty good that they're going to be a useless ally in the future now, because they're wrecked.
Yep. No, it's about. I mean, we're gonna. If we have no alliances to them, what happens to the favors?
Well, they're still our ally, and if they don't decide to break the alliance, then now we've got dead weight attached to us. Someone else will attack them because they're weak, and then we have to defend.
So we actually don't want to up the. We don't want to up that.
I wouldn't really.
Understood.
I'm leaning towards breaking the alliance and just not being friends with Sweden anymore. Right. Besides, they have lands in the Baltic Sea, which is upstream of the Lubeck node, which we want eventually.
What happened to my trade deal I had with them? Oh, there it is. I have to click on offer tribute as opposed to demand tribute. Okay, got it. So let's. I'm ready. I got a peace offer of 38.
Yep.
Okay, I'm clicking. Okay.
Clicked, and there goes a coalition.
Nice.
Now, this is a pretty big war. Defeat Colonian British Punitive War. Had we just gotten that damn capital earlier, probably should have been more aggressive about it.
Okay. I don't. I see the Herald. There it is. Accepted our generous peace offer.
We lost only 26,000 troops in that war.
See, that's menu. Maybe I clicked through it already. Okay, I must have clicked through it already. All right. Okay.
We inflicted double casualties. Like, that was a very, very penalizing war for them. But
there's so many of them. It's just so much resources being poured into it. It can be penalizing without it being advantageous for us. But I like how we just gave them all of Sweden stuff. Say again?
Surprisingly, now Sweden's enthusiasm is back up to high in the
that
other
makes
war,
perfect sense.
Because now all of his land is unoccupied again. So I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. We could spend our favors to make him like us. And actually, the game lied, and we didn't lose trust with him. We're still at 50.
Did we lose trust with France, or did we just blow a bunch of favors?
We're at 60 trust still. Yeah, we didn't need to do
What?
that, apparently.
I'm so confused.
Interface lied.
All right.
Interface lied. What? What do you want? A lie.
I wanted you to tell me about lying interfaces ahead of time. I blame you, Arumba.
It changes all the time. All right, so we've got to relieve the French occupations of like Berry and Narbonne and Dauphin.
Okay, so Austria was the
smash.
second group. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay though.
Well,
we mean our troops. This is really good for us. We were getting dogpiled so hard, so now like it's a little bit better. Now we can maybe get our tradition out.
Just out of curiosity, I'm just taking a look to see if the enemy war leader would accept a surrender when we give away French and Swedish cores again.
No,
and the answer
I don't
no,
want to do that. I don't
yet.
want to weaken France right now. I think he's still going to be useful with us. We're going to have more coalition wars. There's no way that doesn't happen. So let's.
Well, the good news is that was a 40-some peace deal, so that's like 4 years plus the base 5. That's 9 years of truce with all those nations.
Awesome. So it's 1 year per 10%. Okay.
Yes.
All right, go smash this Austrian army over here.
We can't. We're not really ready to fight. Look at the size. We have 14k infantry out of 23. They're at like not even half strength.
Okay.
If we want them to recover at full speed, we need to wait 6 months. If we want to recover faster, we need to hire more mercs.
I thought we did hire more mercs. You already have those incorporated?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, and they're still dead.
Okay, I'm going to train some mercs in the Kent area, and we can ship them across.
Okay, how many do you want to train?
Let me go take a look at the army size right now. So we are currently at a combined... How do I get the count of the... So if I mouse over both the armies, yeah, you just combine them. I can see... There it tells me. That's what I was looking for. We have 14 infantry stacks right now. Is that right? But they're just not reinforced all the way? No, we have 23 when they're combined. And what's our width? Oh, you're consolidating out right now.
Yeah, I'm going to consolidate out 4 of the weakest infantry. And
so you're at 16 right now, and our combat width... Let me just do this for a second. Our combat width is 27. You're at 16, so we need 11? No, because we have 4 cav. 4. So we need 7 to be full combat width. Why 4?
No,
I don't want to be trusted. I don't want to trust. I want to learn. So tell me why.
Well, I did the consolidation that I did. Now look at the army.
So I look at the army and I say, okay, you're at 19. The number keeps changing every time I look at it. So 19 and 4 off the cav. That's 23 out of 27, or is it 29? What's our?
We need 27. So if you train 4, we'll have.
That makes sense. But why do the numbers? Because you were doing consolidations as I was looking at the numbers and it was changing. Okay.
Yep. I took the weakest of the infantry, the weakest mercs that were going to take the longest to recover, and I consolidated them so we don't have to wait. And then I kept the ones that were around like 500 to 700 strength that will recover to full strength in like 3 months, and we left them around. Now, if you don't want to wait 3 months, if you want to go fight right away, we should do more. But I feel like that's a pretty safe number. We need at least 1 or 2 months to get to full morale again anyway. So.
Okay. 4 mercs coming out? Yeah, 4 mercs, I believe.
All right. War score is at 0. If we could just win a few battles, we could actually have ticking war score.
Okay.
I don't want to fight him yet. Hey, how do you feel about re-rolling more generals?
No, I want 40 before we roll any more generals.
Damn it. All right, let's go stack wipe some 2 stacks then. We'll march over to Holland so we can recover faster and see if we can get that prize in stack. Actually, he's crossing a river for us. No, he's not. Never mind, he just wants to fight us. He's got 28 in the front. That's not good.
No, I don't think we want to fight this. Our morale is not recovered and we don't have proper infantry layout.
Doesn't matter, we can't get away in time.
You've allowed yourself to be trapped, Arumba. For Christmas, I'm going to get you the Art of War, so we can win this campaign.
Fortunately, he's a 5-1 leader, so he's got the wrong pips as a general.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that we roll really well in the shot phase. Whoa, nice roll, Arthur. He has no advantage in the fire.
Referred to him by his title, the Wolf.
The Wolf, yeah. But he matched the Austrian.
And the next roll should be incredible for us.
I hope. It's pretty good. 8 versus 5 will take it.
Not good?
10 versus
Yeah, but we
4.
know that
Yep.
that phase is going to suck for us every roll. Oh.
That's bad. Okay, but after this phase, we can retreat. Unfortunately, we didn't get a recovery tick, and there's reinforcements coming. We got to retreat to Holland. Okay. The scary part here, well, actually, hold on. We can't control the retreat. We're below 0.5 morale now, so we don't know where we're going to go. What? I didn't do it.
Arumba.
It wasn't
wandering around for the greed to kill 2 stack.
We're going to try to control. We tried, and it failed. We're retreating all the way down to southern France.
God damn, all right. Well, I'm gonna recruit some more mercs as we're doing that, because we're gonna need more.
Oh yeah, train like another 6 or 10. I mean, we need them all.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the lights, and have them just protect trade. I feel like we have a lot of naval superiority now.
Okay.
Good news about that retreat is that it's far enough away. We're gonna get at least 1 morale recovery ticket.
Okay. The bad news is there seems to be a lot of armies in southern France. Are we gonna get our army out again?
All
right.
Kind of. We have no military access through England right now. We can march behind Poitou. In theory, Savoy can't get there because he's sieging a fort, which in theory, zone of control. Okay. Theoretically.
Yeah. Theory seems good. All right. So who does standing with people improving? So we have these 2 diplomats just sitting around doing nothing. Should we be improving standing with those people who are coalitioning us against us? Does it make any difference?
Yes.
Okay.
If they like you, they may not join the coalition even if they have the points for it.
Okay.
The problem is that they hate us so much that it's pretty likely they're going to join no matter what. Like if you press T, go to the opinion map mode, you can see that like the opinion of us in, say, Brunswick is negative 163. It's really bad.
Okay. Well, do you want to assign these diplomats for just some?
Sure. I'll improve relations with random people for now. Just anybody. It's better than nobody. At least there's that. All right, so we're going to go to Saint-Digogny. We're going to march the new mercs to that province up there. We're going to consolidate, have them on there. We're going to head down to the French port.
Our army's back, though, man. We're good. We're good. Now we just got to take the fights, the smarter fights. We got to...
We need to win some battles, get some morale.
Yes, exactly. Not only morale, but also tradition, so we can get...
Ooh, that's good. The French have high morale again.
High morale or high war
confident.
Score? Or high enthusiasm?
High enthusiasm.
Okay. Not morale.
High enthusiasm. All right, we're going to consolidate out some of the weakest troops again. Let's, first off, just get rid of one of our regular infantry. We're down to 1 true real infantry, by the way. All right, so we need to get rid of... We have 27, and we need to go down to 23, so we need to consolidate out 4, which is that. So we end up with 20,000 out of all that. And I don't really want to wait for a recovery tick. I want to go fight this right way.
Okay.
He's got 13 in the front row. I want to take 13 of the infantry and make sure that 13 of them are at peak strength.
Makes sense.
The ones that are going to actually engage him. The other ones, I don't want to consolidate extras out. We have right now exactly 13 that are basically peak strength.
Perfect. So it should be... And we're relieving a siege, right? So we get defender bonuses? Not that there are shit there.
Yeah, but it's flat terrain.
So. Okay.
It's flat, so it doesn't make any difference.
All right, the wolf not doing so good in the fire phase, but he's not a fire general. He's a shock general.
There he goes. Noticing that our cavalry are having a hard time reinforcing.
God, we're getting wrecked in the fire phase every time, though.
Stack wipe.
Okay, why is our cav having a hard time reinforcing?
Well, they have 300 men out of 4,000.
Yeah, but why are our cav taking damage anyways? Because we didn't have proper infantry layout before?
Well, because the combat width is 27, and if we do a full deployment, our army versus their army, then the cav try to deploy on the edges and they try to flank, but if the enemy army is large enough, they get attacked by infantry.
Yep.
So, when you're doing full combat with battles, I think a lot of times you are better off with more infantry. So we may want to just go down to just go down to 2. Yeah, because the cav costs a lot more money and they don't do much more damage. Not to mention, we don't have very many.
Sure. Okay. So are you sure we should be doing this shock general over mixed fire with so many cannons now?
Well, I mentioned that now that we have double cannons, I was starting to reevaluate it a little bit.
All right. Well, win some fights
it.
So we can get 40 tradition. We can roll some better generals.
The fights aren't going to give us very much army tradition.
We got to siege some forts then.
We have to win sieges if we want that. Let's go stack wipe this army in Barry. Oh, Filthy, this has been a challenging time, hasn't it?
It's been enjoyable.
Like the answer,
very enjoyable.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Instant wipe is
Overrun.
good. And we want more of those. We have an army heading into Bourbon. Austrians, they are not the war leader, but they have the majority of the troops. Let's go stack wipe or fight that. Get a recovery tick right now, which is great. That stopped Austria from running. He is in a province with defensive terrain. Let's go relieve that siege. If we can. Either way, we're going to be the defender in one of these two fights coming up right now, which is pretty much the best we can do.
Hold
or
on.
we could not do
Just
that.
for you, I'm going to turn on extra morale before we get to this next big fight. So let me know when you're ready.
We should just do it now. It's a monthly tick anyway.
Okay.
So we haven't had that on? How dare
Well,
you?
it ran out of points, so it turned off.
How dare you? Let's not fight that army yet. Let's go kill the smaller armies first. It's just easier, and we still need to recover troops. So if we get locked into a big battle, we might miss a recovery tick.
24 stack wants a piece of us.
Yeah, they can come get some.
Okay, let's take a look. They crossed the river, but they're probably as good as us. Let's take a look.
What? Lithuania is claiming Poland. That is the exact opposite of what happened historically. Let's another stack wipe. Okay. In this case, they are arriving before the end of the month, and they have 20 in the front row. They arrive in 2 days, so we get 1 day to free up the army's interaction. And now we're going to actually probably shift. We're going to shift consolidate this army because we want to be at peak fighting strength against the Austrians. I don't think we're going to see. The Polish are probably going to reinforce. We're going to have to train more.
Okay, more mercs. It is. I'll watch the fight, then I'll train the mercs.
Might want to do that first. We're going to probably have to shatter to. Crap! There's an army on Holland.
Wow, there's a lot of guys. Another 20k coming in there. Okay, mercs it is. 6 again.
I would do 10 infantry if you can afford it. As many as you can afford.
Without loans or with loans?
I would take 1 loan.
All right.
Yeah, take 1 loan and train 10 infantry merc infantry. Has to be done. Are you typing that you're sad? You don't want to lose this war, yet we are?
We're not losing the war. We're just winning slowly.
Okay. Arthur Wolf just rolled an 11 versus a 1. That's awesome. But I'm concerned about the Polish reinforcements.
Hold on, I'm not watching because I'm training troops. I want to watch that, so give me 2 seconds.
Okay, he just rolled an 8 versus a 6.
What's going on here? Why am I forgetting here?
Fireplace.
So I go build. I have the template. Select the template. Click on the area. We need 121 to build. Oh, I need to take the loan first. Okay.
Yeah, it won't auto take a loan.
Take a 5-year loan. Okay, give me loan. Go here, build, template, click, done. But it's training 1 in some stupid location. No, it's not. Okay, good.
No, I think it's making sense. Okay, you watching the battle?
Wrong battle. Yes.
There's the Polish reinforcements. Arthur rolls a 5 versus a 3. We'll take it.
We gotta get some better terrain fights here. We just got crushed.
No, we're done. That's out.
Yep.
We're out. Retreat to Normandy. Okay. We still have enough morale to control the retreat, and we're going to retreat to French territory because we can reinforce across that sea tile pretty quickly. Oh, you want me to do it? You're scared now.
You've been doing all the rest of the
Normandy?
stuff. You want me to right click on Normandy? I can right click on Normandy. It's not hard.
I'm gonna change my mind. I don't want to retreat to Normandy. It's too close. We're not gonna. They can march to us within the next 3 weeks. Okay. We're not gonna get a recovery tick. We're already on low morale. They're gonna have a high morale. I want to retreat to the mountains of Béarn, southern France, instead. It's defensive. It's behind a river, and it's gonna give us a monthly tick. Okay, and your mercs, we're gonna redirect to this sea top, this province instead, so we can pick them all up on our way through. See what you say, man. When you tell me you want a big fight, big land war on the continent, I will deliver.
You can't. That's right. Carry through with that. Good.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna pick up these guys, and then now that we've had a recovery tick, let's retreat or run to. Oh hey, we have military access to England now. Okay, we didn't actually reevaluate the generals, but now that we only have like not even 1 cavalry fighting right now, I'm thinking I actually do kind of want the fire value general because he's got infantry combat ability +10, and we do have 20 cannons at full strength.
I thought that all along that we should be doing the cannon stuff, right? We have cannons, so it makes sense to me.
Okay. Well, we're gonna switch back to Benjamin Button because Brad Pitt was good in that one movie or something.
The wolf has been a lot of talk, not a lot of power. Wipe this 7K maybe. Relieve that siege.
Yeah, we gotta consolidate out some of these damaged troops first. Yeah. Let's grab the. Some of the math is going to change just a little bit because we want to have more. We're not going to have as many cavalry, so we need now. Let's say we only have one cavalry unit. We're going to need 26 infantry. Yep. So we actually don't even have enough now.
Well, you know what that means. More merc time.
Means we wait one tick. We get our recovery on the cav. We grab the cav. We consolidate down to just one. We go smash that thing in the face. Man, I don't like this losing control of Holland thing, not being able to actually like train or retreat down here.
Not good.
Benjamin Button. Not doing so well in the shock phase, but doing a pretty good job.
The armies converge, I love it.
Okay, they are not locked.
But wait a sec.
Okay, so they didn't commit to the fight. Good. That's actually good because we get a recovery tick now. Okay.
Should we take? Yes, this timing, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, these coalition wars are taking a lot of time. We're playing a lot slower than we were earlier.
That's good though. We're getting some interesting stuff happening. This is really fun.
Cool. All right, let's take a break here. We'll be back next episode.
See you guys soon.